Good morning, Momentum Makers. Rhiannon here coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. I am so excited and blessed to be here with you today, and I wanted to share top 3 things to avoid as a new social media person in network marketing. Obviously, right now, many of us that were face-to-face have shifted some, right? So maybe you were out doing events, maybe you're more of a belly-to-belly, face-to-face kind of person, but right now social media is where it's at. So if that's something that you are familiar with working in person and face to face, and you're kind of pivoting in your business right now, this totally applies to you as well. So let's dive right in. I don't want to take too much of your time today, but the very first thing is don't add people to groups without asking them. It's one of my biggest pet peeves about social media. Have some social media etiquette. What do I mean by that? That means having a conversation with people. You may have tons of friends on Facebook, but when was the last time you actually talked to them? You may see them, you may not see them. So going down your list from A to Z and just randomly inviting people to join your ad tag message group or your testimony group or your potentials or opportunity group, whatever group that may be, don't just add people. The rule of thumb for me and my team is we always send the link to invite them, because the more you just click invite, the less people are going to respond to that. That could be marked as spam for that group. And overall, it just doesn't leave a good taste in people's mouths. So when you start building on social media, when you start your business, we all have different levels of relationship equity. What do I mean by that? That means maybe you have a huge network, but maybe you've only talked to 2 or 3 people. Or maybe you don't have a really big network yet, but you're not really connected to the people that you have on your Facebook. What I would encourage you to do is always, always, always be a friend first. It is so important to build that relationship equity, because when people can know, like, and trust you, they're going to want to refer people to you, work with you, and it may not be today, but it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years. But it comes down to being a good human and being a friend first. So, number 1 thing to avoid, adding people to groups without permission. Second thing is creating curiosity with your posts. So, don't make every post about your business. Your business should not take over your Facebook page. You still want to have 80% of your life and about 10% of your business, okay? So it's kind of a good rule of thumb that I follow. So I'm not spamming people and throwing up information. And one other thing too to avoid, in my personal opinion, and I may have other people that disagree with this, but in my personal opinion, from being in this industry for a while, from building online for long periods of time, is to just stop using corporate graphics. Okay? It's a commercial. People will scroll right by it. You're not going to get the engagement that you're hoping to see anyway from it. And so it's huge, huge, huge that you represent who you are with your brand, okay? So what I would recommend is, I'm just going to pull a random product that I have here, turn the label around. Talk about what it's done for you. People aren't going to know what you're a part of, and they're going to come to you with questions, as opposed to you just throwing up all this stuff, people thinking you got hacked. I know I've had some affiliates in the past that, oh, everyone thinks my account got hacked. I'm like, well, we need to change how you're presenting yourself on social media, okay? So that is the next thing, is creating curiosity and avoiding just corporate images. They may be great for corporate, but they're just not great for you. You want to have that personal connection when you're posting, and so you can have people in your inbox. All right, third and last thing is copy and pasting and mass messaging. If you, like we talked about, if you start your business, or if you're starting to build online, it really comes down to relationship equity. Okay, so copy and pasting, mass messaging to people, inviting them to groups, and you haven't talked to them for years maybe, or maybe they're a new Facebook friend and you've never talked to them before, it's gonna hurt your relationship equity, okay? So always lead as a friend and be a good human. I say that to my team all the time, but it's so important. Maybe we do Green Light Go. So go to your Facebook Messenger, and 5 people every single day, just reach out to them. Look at their page. Say, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. I noticed you went to Vegas. Or, hey, I hope your grandma's doing okay. I saw that she wasn't feeling very great. Be a good human first. That is the number one most important thing, is this is a relationship building business, okay? So those are my 3 top tips today of things to avoid on social media as a new network marketer or as someone that's pivoting during this time to build on social media. So I am so honored and blessed to be a part of this, and I thank you so much for your time. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye, y'all.